Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're gonna look at the future of the current UK Labour government. So this is not on Keir Starmer, it is on the government itself. I think they've been elected a year ago, so let's see what's gonna be the outcome. I know that they are not very popular, but I'm gonna be focusing on whatever the cards say, and sometimes whatever the cards will say might be different what people want to hear. But anyway, as you can see, the way I like to do these readings, that I let the cards fall out, which means that it might take a few minutes, so it depends. So if you want to skip that, you're able to do it in the description. And if you're still with me, definitely welcome to the channel. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. I want to encourage you to check out my other videos. I have quite a few political ones, and also check out the regular readings that I have for your sign that might help you to navigate your life in a love and relationship perspective. All right, so that was pretty fast, so we are pretty much ready to go. So the energy at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands energy is all about conflict and competition, meaning that there's a conflict within the government itself. It's not a serious conflict. It's not something that's kind of like, okay, they're gonna fall apart. It is more that they try with each other how far they can go, how far they can push each other's buttons, maybe their bottoms too, but anyway, how far they can push each other's buttons. But also this is all about that they just see things differently. Because for me, this is like when you kind of have a different point of view because you have a different background. So there's definitely differences, but also there's competition, right? So maybe some of them want to kind of take the leadership. Maybe they think one of them might be, or few of them might be thinking that they can do a better job, and yet there's some kind of a ending that's coming to that. But let's see what is in the center of this reading. Well, the center of the reading is the Seven of Swords, which is a card of lying, stealing, and cheating. So when this card comes up, they're most likely not honest. They're not honest with each other, and they're not honest with the public as well, I would kind of say. Because this is kind of like when you're trying to be sneaky, when you're kind of trying to do things that nobody's expecting you to do. Again, lying, cheating, stealing, and deceiving. That's kind of the main theme of this card. And that's kind of in the center of this reading. So there might be a lot of deception happening here, or even within the government. They're just trying to trick each other as well with that Five of Wands and with that Seven of Swords energy. There's definitely that happening, but also, like, with the Seven of Swords, I usually like to kind of talk about the other meaning of the card, which is applying a new kind of strategy. So there might be here that they're trying to figure out what is the new strategy that they need to apply or work on, because obviously whatever they've been doing, it hasn't been popular among the public because they are not really supported. So therefore there's a new strategy that they might be working on, or a new approach, because he's stealing those swords because he wants to kind of have a more diplomatic approach. So anyway, there's some kind of a new strategy, but also lying, cheating, deceiving, so stealing, right? Obviously, I don't know, like if you're in the UK, definitely tell me if you feel that they're stealing money or stealing anything. Now the first card in the government's reading is the Ten of Wands, which is a card of carrying a lot of burden, which means that definitely started it with a lot of passion. They started it with a lot of spark, but now they kind of feel burdened. I'm kind of getting that they didn't know what they were getting into. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But anyway, there's a lot of burden that they carry. This is a card of exhaustion, working a lot, and carrying a lot of baggage. So anyway, they're pretty exhausted at what I can kind of see from this lying, cheating, stealing, and all the competitions as well. The next card is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can be delays. Maybe there are certain things that are being delayed, but also this is a card of being vigilant, being curious, and this curiosity can be definitely connected to spying as well. Can be connected to gossips. I don't know if there are any kind of gossips, but with that lying, cheating, stealing, spying, there's a lot of tricky energy that's happening with this UK government. The next card is the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups can signify a person. It's somebody who is very focused on feelings, emotions, has a lot of empathy for people. So let me know, especially if you are in the UK, who do you think this person is? This is kind of like one of the leaders, somebody who's trying to kind of help. Very empathetic energy. The next card is the Seven of Wands, which is, again, you can kind of see that this battling theme is continuing after that Five of Wands. You do have here the Seven of Wands, which is all about protecting yourself, protecting whatever you have, standing up for your opinions, or people are kind of trying to take your role. So I think there's definitely competition, battling, internal conflict happening within the government, or even the other parties might be trying to attack them. But the thing is, with the Seven of Wands, you're actually in a better position than anybody else, because you kind of see this coming and you're kind of prepped for it. So it can be an indication of a hard-earned victory as well. The next card is the Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles is somebody who's kind of learning, studying something. Like it's somebody who kind of wants to put a lot of effort into learning. But it can be financial policies or news updates connected to the economy as well. Now, obviously, it can be connected to stealing money as well, from that perspective, when you kind of look at that Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that you enjoyed this reading. And you're also helping me to grow the channel, to make sure that more people can see it. And again, don't forget to check out my other videos. I have quite a few political readings. I have also a lot of videos that can help you on your day-to-day. And let me know in the comment, what do you think about the current Labour government? Do you think, is there anything that they do well, or do you think that it's time for them to go? Do you agree with the cards, whatever they're kind of saying in terms of the deception, spying, lying, stealing, cheating, etc., etc.? And also, who do you think these people are? And let me know, where are you watching from? So the next card is the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory, a card of success and being in the center of attention. So very interesting to kind of see the Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands. So I think I'm just kind of processing what's going through my mind, because this card can also mean practice. When you're kind of prepping for something, practicing, learning, and it is also here. So there's something here that they prepped for. and after the prepping comes the winning, and then comes an evolution. So I think I'm sure a lot of you don't want to hear it, but with that Six of Wands energy, they might actually come out of this pretty well, and also with that Seven of Wands, because they kind of prep for it. But anyway, we will see what are the other cards that will show up. There's also the Temperance card. So you have here two protection cards before I get into the Temperance. You have here the Seven of Wands and the Temperance, which kind of shows that they're protecting themselves, they are protected. And also with the Temperance, it's kind of like a very, very slow moving energy, kind of like going down the middle, not doing anything crazy, but also kind of like taking just one step at a time. So there's gonna be a slow progress. There's gonna be a progress, but it's gonna be very, very slow for them. And we also have here the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is all about turning their back to something. It's all about turning their back to something that was important, something that was that meant a lot for them, and they're kind of going into a new direction that's kind of unknown for them, but they kind of want to achieve something. So I'm kind of trying to pull a card on that Eight of Cups in terms of what is that they're leaving behind. There might be here the policy, some kind of a policy that they are leaving behind. Okay, so I have the Hermit as the clarifier. So the Hermit is it's kind of like when you kind of have your true calling, when you kind of figure it out that what is that you want. So I think there's, I'm kind of getting again like some kind of a policy, something that they believed in. And then we also have the Hierophant, which is kind of like traditions, traditional institutions, traditional policies. So there's something here, some kind of a traditional policy that they are leaving behind. But I think with that Temperance and Seven of Wands, I think they're kind of in a pretty good position, especially that they have that Six of Wands as well. They're definitely in the center of attention, but I don't necessarily see that they would collapse. Like there's no sign for that. They're gonna leave something behind. I don't really see if it is the leader either from this from these two cards, because they kind of indicate some wise men. Like both the Hierophant and the Hermit are wise. Maybe there's something kind of connected to the church that they might leaving behind. But again, I don't see, at least from these cards, I don't see that they would collapse anytime. But there might be there will be changes. Definitely gonna be new approaches and changes. So let me know what you think. That's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.